Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jael for those of you that may not know, and today's video is going to be a tutorial on how I got this very beautiful lavender Easter inspired look. I feel like a little pretty Easter egg right now and I am living my best life. I'm so happy. I used some really beautiful products that I haven't reached for in a minute and some that have been some of my favorites lately. And I just feel like this look is just so perfect for Easter time. It's such a spring look. It's pretty. It's very simple to do. It's a very simple look, but I do, of course, walk you through how to do everything. And I just had a lot of fun. I really hope that you guys have fun with me as well. Elephant in the room. It has been a minute since y'all have seen me, but I am back. I finally decided to try my best to stick to a specific upload schedule. Right now, I'm thinking that Wednesdays and Fridays are the best. So from now on, I'm going to be uploading on Wednesdays and Fridays, and when I have my Black on Monday series, it's going to be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I will always let you guys know ahead of time if a Black on Monday is coming out so you can know, but the best way to make sure that you're always aware of when my videos are coming out is to make sure that you're not only subscribed, but that you hit the notification bell. That way you guys can always know when a new video is coming out, because if for some reason you happen to miss a Friday and you don't know that we're having a Black on Monday, you can go ahead and just be notified because it will pop right up to you. Whether you have it on your phone or on your computer, your email, whatever it may be, you will find a way to, you'll be able to know and find out when the video is coming out. So please make sure you subscribe and join me here every Wednesday and every Friday for a brand new video and certain Mondays. My goal is long term to be able to just do 3 videos a week every single week, but that's kind of what's working best for me because other uploads times just weren't really working out and I was just feeling very overwhelmed and also very just very less than, and I was comparing myself to a lot of people, and I finally decided to just figure out what would work best for me, and I feel like this is definitely it. So I have a lot of really great videos and content planned for you guys. I've been really planning things out. I've been trying to expand. I want to share more with you, and I want to show you guys some more of the things that I love in beauty and in just life. So I'm really excited for all of that. So please make sure, if you are not already, that you are subscribed, that you go ahead and subscribe to this channel, because we're about to take off and do some really great things with our little beauty community here. Okay, so we are going to get into this look. I love this look. It was definitely inspired by my nails here. So cute. And this top, which is from Misguided, by the way. I mean, how cute is this top, right? It's so cute. I'm in love. And I just can't wait for you guys to see how we create this look, and I really hope that you guys love it. If you recreate it, also let it grow now. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and dive on in. All right, guys, so we are just going to start off with the eyes. Obviously, my brows are already done. I also have some really cute hormonal acne going on right now. You know, we love to see it. Actually, no, I hate it so much. 10 out of 10. Don't recommend, but you know, we're out here, so we're just going to try our best to just suffer through, because it's getting a lot better. It's a lot better today than it was 2 days ago, but you know, still not a fan. So I'm going to be using this washable eye glue stick from the crayon case. It's literally just an eye primer. This goes on relatively clear. I feel like it does have a slight tint to it when it dries, but it's pretty perfect. You don't really notice anything, and it does a good job of just evening things out a bit more and obviously helping your eyeshadow to last. So this is a good one. I am going in with our EYN Bright Matte palette. I haven't pulled this one out in quite some time, and I'm so excited to be using this again. This is a palette that I bought off of Beauty Bay. I think EYN might be like Beauty Bay's brand. I don't know for sure because I really don't know a lot about Beauty Bay, but I really like this palette. It comes with 42 bright matte shades, and they're stunning. And these shades honestly perform so beautifully. Like, they're so good. They're so pigmented. They're very easy to blend. So I'm excited. So we're going to pick up the shade Living for Lavender, which is this really pretty lavender pastel type shade. It's not like, I guess, totally pastel, but it's close enough. And we're going to pick that up. We're going to start off with a little bit because, like I said, these are super pigmented, and then we're going to just build as we go, which is the best way to do it, truly. And I'm going to kind of do like a spotlight eye situation. So I'm going to start off here, just kind of packing it in and then just blending that color. Okay, it's definitely a softer color than I expected, but that's okay. We're just literally going in like a half circle. I want to try packing the color down first because it's showing up, but this color isn't showing up as like vibrantly as other shades in this palette do, which is kind of surprising. So, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now I'm going to just start blending this out and across. So I'm going to try packing it on first over here on this eye. What I'm doing now is I'm picking up another fluffy brush. This is not a Luxie brush, it's just a random one. And I'm going to go into my Black Opal Invisible Oil Blocking Pressed Powder. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that. And then very lightly, I'm just going to go over the edges of this shade, this purple here, to help to diffuse it, because I don't have a lighter purple to go in with, and I want it to be soft and to kind of just like naturally fade away. And so I find that when I go in with like powders like these, it just helps to diffuse everything very nicely and make it all kind of come together a bit more. I'm just going to keep picking up some of that powder and just really soften those edges out a bit and wing it out also with this a bit. Okay, so now that we have this much more blended out, I do want to just deepen up down here because we are doing more of a like spotlight eye effect. So I'm gonna go back into that same shade with this Luxie 237 blending brush. It's just like a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to just pack more of that shade on my inner and outer corners. What are y'all doing for Easter, by the way? I know obviously this is our second year of a stranger time when it comes to Easter. Now I'm just taking this, I'm just going to lightly connect, not even totally connect, but just blend it out. And if they do connect, it's fine because we're Shalom and welcome. So now I'm just going, and I'm not even like totally connecting these, but I'm just blending out the edges a bit more so that they can kind of fade into everything a little bit better. So I'm going to use this brush today. This is a Morphe, I don't know which one, but it's like a C brush that's just a little bit fluffier. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it's like a fluffier C brush. And I'm actually going in with an Artist Couture loose highlight today, and I'm going to put it down the center. I just feel like it's going to look really pretty and complement the eye, and it's going to have like a softer effect than anything else. And I kind of want like that very kind of soft, wispy, fairy-like thing going on. So first, I'm just going to apply, using the brush, a little bit of my NYX Glitter Primer. And I'm just going to pop some of that out. I got a new tube of this because I don't know if this is still a thing, but for a while, the NYX Glitter Primer, like the neck on it would snap off after a while, and it just starts like drying out the product and making it far less easy to work with. And it's honestly such a good glitter primer, but like you wouldn't know because it makes it so hard to work with. And I was just like getting so tired of it, but I really liked the product, so I finally just was like, let me just go ahead and get a new bottle. This is the Diamond Glow powder in the shade Illuminati. I have this little mini one here because I purchased some product from them for the holidays, and they sent this to me as a gift. And then picking up on the same side that I like applied the glitter glue with, I'm just going to lightly tap. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. And now we're just going to disperse this all over. That's pretty. We are going to do some blending out because this definitely needs to be blended out more. We're just going to start by just lightly applying this using very light pressure because we want a light hand. In the shade Living for Lavender, just tap that a couple times, tap off the excess. And then this is with that smaller tapered blending brush. I'm just going to lightly start blending these edges a bit so that it just looks a little bit more blended. And then with no additional product, I'm just going to lightly sweep along up here. And then we're actually going to build up the intensity of the pigment a little bit more in the center, just so that everything really comes together. I think what I'm going to do is spray my brush with some Fix Plus before I go in and pick up anything else. Just going to blend out those edges again. For primer today, I'm doing a cocktail of the Touch and Soul No Problem Primer, one of my favorites, and the Joa Beauty Glow Activated Radiance Primer, or Glow Activator Radiance Primer. Another one of my favorites. They are both really, really fantastic products. I highly recommend you guys check them out if you have not, especially the Touch and Soul one, because this is such a great pore filling product. All right, so I just did my color correcting off camera. If you guys are curious at all about the process of that, I actually have a video where I go very in depth with how I do like my color correcting and my creams and everything. It's like my flawless base, just basically doing my creams. And I think I might talk about like the setting powder, but I think I mainly focus on the creams. I will have that linked up here and you guys can definitely go and check that out. That really goes in depth and explains everything. Okay, now we're going to go in with some foundation. Before we do that, I want to spritz my face a bit. It's my Skin & Co. Roma Truffle Therapy Radiant Dew. I really like this. It's nice. It gives your skin a little like nice refreshing mist. It has a little bit of a pop to it. I like this a lot. I'm going to be going in today with my TLB, aka the Lip Bar, Just a Tint 3-in-1 Tinted Skin Conditioner. Also have a video on this. Some of you new friends of mine may have actually discovered me from that video. This one has SPF 11 and hyaluronic acid. It is amazing. It has beautiful coverage. It's medium coverage. But like really good medium coverage, like really, really good medium coverage, covers up quite a lot and just looks so beautiful and radiant. I love it. And my shade is Caramel Delight. I use roughly like 2 good squeezes because this screws open, and I use roughly like 2 good squeezes to cover my face. My skin is, the exfoliating my skin yesterday definitely helped because it's everything's applying so much better today. Wow. Beautiful. When I tell you this foundation is genuinely one of the best foundations I've ever used, I mean it. It's so good. I love my lace just sitting here. I can't. The fact that it's just been sitting there this whole time and I didn't even realize is very on brand, honestly. Your skin, but better. Literally, that's what this is. Now for concealer, I'm going to be going in with the Nars, what is this called? I always forget. The Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have these little minis here. I actually, Sephora is about to have their like annual sale, and I think I'm going to pick up bigger sizes of these because I reached for these the other day and I like them. They're cute. So I'm going to be using the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shades Medium Dark Biscuit and Ginger, which is medium 2. And then I'm just using my e.l.f. sponge to blend everything out. I really love these sponges, the ones that have like the cut edge, and the rest is like a typical beauty blender shape. These are really, really good. Okay, I just had to change my battery out, so if anything looks a little bit different, that would be why. I like this concealer because I think this concealer is more like medium buildable than just straight up full coverage, which I feel like is kind of like Nars's thing to make it a little bit more versatile for anybody using it. Because you have makeup artists that use Nars all the time. You have the everyday person that just likes makeup and like just likes really good makeup, and they use Nars. And so Nars is really good about like having a plethora of options for everyone that wants to use their products. I feel like this is so pretty and like bright that we need a little bit more. So I'm going to add on medium to ginger. You want to set off the look. Give yourself a little bit of extra brightness under the eyes. I'm not talking like white, bright, crazy. I'm talking like just a little hint, just a little kiss. You're going to set off that look. Just taking whatever's left. I'm also going to just add this right on in to the center of the face. I am going to set under the eyes right now because I don't want to have a lot of creasing, but I'm using a brush and I'm concentrating that powder right underneath my eyes directly where I get the creasing because I want to apply some more creams. This is just going to help out with that area. So to do my cream contouring, I'm using my Black Opal True Color Stick in the shade Beautiful Bronze. You would think I would know that off the top of my head by now because I use this literally like every time I do my makeup. It's my favorite. Okay, so I like to start off by stippling it in, and I'm of the mindset of really applying it to the brush first and then applying it on your face. Sometimes I don't do that, but I find that in general it's easier to work with and I get a more natural, beautiful blend when I do it this way, and it just is a lot less stressful because especially for a product like this where it is so pigmented and it just carries so much color and everything behind it, like this is an easy product to blend out, but it just makes my life a lot easier, you know. Bring it up on the sides. It all goes with how you want your face to be shaped. I do want to have more of those angles in, and I always end up getting more of the angles in when I apply my blush and everything. But I like to just kind of have it naturally rounded up the sides because I am trying to recreate how the sun would naturally kiss my face, and the sun wouldn't just kiss my face here and not travel up here. It would naturally kiss the perimeter of my face the most. So I want to make sure that I mimic how that would happen, like where I would naturally have some warmth. And then I just really go ham down here because, you know, we all want that more chiseled jawline, don't we? I mean, I do. So now I'm going to be picking up this Rare Beauty, what is this? I always forget the name of this. I think it's a Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. Pretty sure that's what it's called. This is in the shade Grace. This is one of my favorite liquid This is one of my favorite liquid blushes of all time. I talked about it in my yearly favorites, my favorite products of 2020. I believe I also mentioned it in my 2020 holiday gift guide because it's that good. You only need a little bit. I dotted a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm going to show you guys how I apply it in case you didn't know. I take a beauty sponge of some sort and I kind of just travel it along the back of my hand to just disperse the product and blot it out a bit because this is very pigmented. And then I go along and I do the draping method with my sponge, which means that I follow along my cheekbones and I drape it all the way back. Like this. I know some people like to apply their liquid blushes underneath their foundation. I like to apply it on top. I also know there's this trend going on right now where people like do like the blush or the lipstick, whatever, like here and here and here, like all over, and then they apply their foundation. I can't speak to that trend, and I can't say that trend is for me. I might try it one day, but I feel like it's just not my journey, honestly. And as you guys can see, once again, once I did this, it kind of just brought back that natural, like, snatch of the line that I had here. Well, it's not like a line, bang blaze, like a straight cut line, but you guys get what I mean. You guys don't have to do this next step. I've just been really loving doing it lately, so I'm going to be doing like a light bit of baking. When I say light, I mean super light. I keep it on my face for like maybe 30 seconds to a minute max, if that, and I'm wiping it away. This is just what I've been doing lately. I've been back into this. I know this isn't everybody's thing. I didn't bake for years, but I just kind of have rediscovered it again, and I really like it, so I've been doing it. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. This is in the shade medium. I really like this stuff. It's really pretty. It does have a nice little bit of a glow shine to it, but it's not anything overbearing. It doesn't look like you're putting highlight on your face or anything like that. It just kind of gives a little bit more of a radiant finish, and I really like it for that reason. The way that I like to do my baking, my like very light, gentle baking, is I press into the pan and then I just press on the back of my hand the excess powder, and then I will go in. Ooh, I have a little bit of a crease right here. Here's my handy dandy. I shouldn't because I set that, but that's another reason why I like to go in with the baking, because I have those natural creases. So I will go here. And I will just press right on up with that excess powder. This is just how I like to do it, especially on my nose. My nose, I really go ham because that is the oiliest part of my face, and that is where makeup leaves first. Just to make sure that everything looks a little bit more chiseled and put together, I will take this and move this hair out of the way. Now let me be great. And stopping about halfway, I will just follow along with my cheekbone and slowly let it drop off, so I'm not having like lines coming all the way down, because this is more about cleaning up than it is about baking right here. And I only do the baking with certain powders because my under eyes in this area do have texture, and I don't want to emphasize that texture too much. And obviously baking and putting a lot of powder will emphasize that texture. So I only use certain powders that are a little bit softer and lighter, and that I know I can do something like that with to do it with. I don't do it with every powder, and I don't do it every time I do my makeup either. I only do it when I feel like it's warranted and I want to. And then lastly, I'm going to take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark. This is a super finely milled powder. It's like literally, I barely go in with any of it. I kind of go sweeping once or twice. Then I tap off the excess of that, and I'm just going to very lightly just kind of run this all over the face, tap it in. I'm not going to pick up any excess powder, just exactly what I picked up when you guys saw me go in. So it's a very light dusting of powder, so it's not going to do like a lot of emphasizing texture or anything like that, because it's already a smoothing powder, and it's just going to, you know, help bring everything together. For bronzer today, I'm going in with my Hoola Caramel Bronzer from Benefit. Going in with my Laura Mercier Blush Color Infusion in the shade Rosé, and it just looks like this. It's a very natural blush. It's not anything too crazy, very natural. And we're gonna, where's my blush brush? We're gonna go in and just emphasize the blush we already have down. doing that draping method again. I haven't done this in a while, but I might just like, just to kind of bring it together, add like a teensy bit of blush on my nose. I don't do that very often, but let's be wild today. My bronzing powder, and I'm just gonna lightly give my nose a little bit of a bronze, kind of almost contouring. But at this point, I accept the fact that like I really don't know how to get my nose the exact like contour that I want, and I kind of feel like it's the universe telling me to like just deal with it, because growing up I really always took issue with my nose because I was made fun of for it, because you know, I have black girl nose, y'all. Got a big nose, got a big black girl nose, and I'm proud of it now. But when I was younger, I got really tired of getting made fun of for it, and I really like, for a long time was like, you know what, when I get older, I'm just going to get a nose job. Like as a little, it's like a young kid, I would think that, which is really sad. But that's just one of the realities of growing up a woman of color. And sometimes I don't even get made fun of by like other black kids, which really, for my nose in particular, is what I'm talking about this time, which really like messed with me. And I remember thinking like, if they think there's something wrong with my nose, well, clearly there's something wrong with it. And as I got older, I started to appreciate it more. No matter what, I want my nose to look like my nose and to look like me. And that's what we have. That's what it does. It's literally my nose. There's nothing else I can do about it. I mean, I could, but do I want to at this point? Not really, because I like my nose the way that it is. Fun little tidbit there. That was just a little like rant, but I just was thinking about that when I was doing this. Okay. Now that we have that fun little sharing circle moment, that was just random, but there's just a thought that I have. Whenever I do my nose, I always think like, you know, it's about appreciating your nose and appreciating what you have. And I appreciate it. I appreciate my nose. I do. A lot more than I did growing up. So if you guys have that issue, just try to appreciate it. Give your nose some love every time you do your makeup, and see if, you know, if you still want to make a change, you have the right and power to do that. But if you're like, you know what, I think I could potentially give my nose a little bit more love, I highly recommend you give your nose a little bit more love, because your nose deserves it and you deserve it. For the upper lash line, I am going to be, my tight line, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the shade 0. All right, the lashes that I'm going in with today, I'm between two lashes. I ordered some new lashes from MakeupbyTammi Cosmetics. I'm thinking I'm going to go in with Girlies, because Girlies has just a little bit more in the center, and I really want to emphasize the center, and they do flare out on the ends, but I feel like the center just has a little bit more oomph to it. So I'm going to go in with a Lip Bar or TLB Straight Living Smudge Proof Lip Liner in this, the shade is Straight Living, and I'm just going to line these lips. I'm going to just very quickly go ahead in and do the lower lash line, because I did totally forget. So to do that, I want to use this Rimmel London 213 Nude lower nude liner to go in and just line my waterline. So I'm picking up my Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Cool Girl, and we're going to go ahead and just pop this on. Then I could just leave it like this, but I kind of want to do a little bit of a gloss, just a compliment. So I am going to stick a little bit of this iconic London Nearly Nude Lip Plumping Gloss on, and the shade is Nearly Nude. And I'm going to stick this on right in the center. I do want to go in with my Artist Couture Diamond Glow powder in the shade Purple Dream, just to add a final touch of glow. This is really pretty. It's like a goldy, purpley highlight. It has a really beautiful shift to it. It's not just straight up purple. So I personally find that to be much more wearable than like a classic highlight with just like pure purple would be. Alright, you guys, and this is the completed look. What do we think? I am so happy with how this look turned out. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. Also, can we talk about this top, because it is giving me life. I love it. Everything all together, the earrings, the rings, the makeup. I just think it all looks so beautiful and so perfect for Easter. I did go ahead and set my face one last time with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Mist. I love this. This is really great, especially if you need your makeup to last all day. This is going to help out with that for sure. We are in mask season, so you know, make sure you stock up on that one. But yeah, I'm really happy with absolutely everything. We had a little bit of trouble at the beginning because I had to kind of figure out how to work with that one shade, but it ended up turning out so beautifully. And I think this is the most I've ever loved a spotlight eye on myself. I feel like I normally am like, I don't know, but this just looks so pretty, and I think it's just so complimentary. I love this color. I really have never done like a lavender eye before, so this is brand new for me, and I'm so happy and pleased with how it turned out. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, that this was helpful for you, and I hope that you all have such a lovely holiday, whether or not you are spending it with your loved ones or if you're spending it by yourself but on Zoom. I hope that you still make yourself feel as beautiful as possible and just have such a lovely, lovely time. I personally am going to be able to see my family at some point this weekend. We're going to be doing a social distance gathering with just a few of us, just to do a little bit of an Easter egg hunt. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then I don't think I'll see them actually on Easter Sunday, but I will probably be Zooming with people and just enjoying the time and doing some like online service and everything. So I really hope again that you guys have a lovely, lovely holiday. And I will see you all on Monday because I have a brand new Black Owned Monday coming out, a very special video, and I will see you all then. Remember, my uploads from now on are going to be Wednesdays and Fridays, and when we have our Black on Mondays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So make sure to keep that in mind. And with that, I will see you all in my very, very next one. Thank you so much. Oh, I did forget. Oh my gosh. If you guys are not already, please make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so that you guys can join this community, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you're always updated when I get a new video, especially because I have my Black on Monday coming out. And make sure to comment down below. Let me know your plans for Easter. I did forget to say all of that, and now I remembered. So with that being said, thank you all so, so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, my loves.
Just don't be and live my life. Don't take it personal. We just building. It's my season. Lay foundation. Make a name for generations. Please and make a then take a break or a little vacation.